Hello writers, my name is Elijah Lee with ScriptReader Pro. If you're wondering how to adapt a novel into a screenplay, you're in good company. If you found some success as a novelist, or maybe if you haven't yet, maybe you've considered adapting a novel into a screenplay, but are having trouble knowing where to begin. If so, here are 10 clear steps you should follow while adapting a novel into a screenplay. Cue the intro. How to adapt a novel into a screenplay. Step number 1. Decide if it would make a good movie. While Hollywood absolutely loves making movies out of novels, not all novels should be made into movies. You need to take a good hard look at your story and be honest with yourself as to whether it would make a good film. Is it visual enough? Is there enough conflict? Is it commercial enough? Would people pay their hard-earned money to go see this in the movie theater? Are there a good number of scenes you can easily imagine up on the screen, thrilling audiences worldwide? If, on the other hand, your story is very small, deeply personal, and mainly concerned with your character's inner thoughts, it's probably not cinematic enough to consider adapting into a screenplay. Step number 2. Learn how to adapt a novel into a screenplay by reading books. Surprise, surprise, you have to read. As you probably know, writing a book and adapting a novel into a screenplay requires two completely different approaches and techniques. Therefore, if you come from a novel writing background, it's a good idea to first garner as much information as you can on how to write a screenplay. One of the best ways to do this is to simply get started reading screenwriting how-to books. Aim to read at least 10 before embarking on your screenplay. And to make things easier for you, we've actually have a list of screenwriting books in the description below. They're not too heavy and also explain things in a clear, concise manner. Step 3. Learn how to adapt a novel into a screenplay by reading prose scripts. Not enough aspiring screenwriters do this regularly, but reading the script to your favorite movie is maybe the best way to learn how to write. And it's also one of the very best things you can do when it comes to adapting a novel into a screenplay. There are a ton of sites where you can download professional screenplays for free, but we've put together a post of 50 of the best screenplays to read and to download in every genre. And the great thing is on our website at scriptreaderpro.com. In short, reading a ton of professional screenplays should be an essential part of your weekly writing routine. Step number 4. Learn how to adapt a novel into a screenplay by writing outlines. Writing tends to be a more structurally formulaic process than writing a novel. So here's a great hands-on technique to use to familiarize yourself with how movies are constructed. All you have to do is open up your laptop and simply write down the key actions in every scene. Stick to the essentials in each scene, just what happened and how the plot moves forward, and keep it 2-sentence max per scene. Once this is done, study the outline, break it into 3 acts, and know why each scene is in the movie. Repeat this enough, before you know it, you'll be an expert when it comes to how scripts are put together structurally and can begin adapting your novel into a screenplay. And to help you out, I actually did a video on how to write an outline for a movie. You can watch it here on our YouTube channel. Step number 5, write out your novel outline. Having focused on step 1 to 4 for a while, it's time to write an outline of your book. Read it once more, picturing the events up on a movie screen and summarizing each scene the same way as in step number 4. Only put down the scenes that advance the story in some way, either by developing the plot or by revealing a character. A scene in which we see a character realize he has 1 hour to stop a bomb going off is obviously moving the plot forward. A scene in which we see a character choose not to talk to anyone at a party and lock herself in the bathroom is revealing a character. Essentially, you only want to include things we can see on the screen. This means leaving out interior monologues, descriptions of the rolling countryside, political theories, and so on. Step number 6, zero in on your movie's main conflict. Much of this might be familiar to you, but it's worth reassessing your novel from a basic screenwriting perspective when it comes to adapting a novel into a screenplay. In contrast to penning a novel, writing a movie script is mainly about giving the protagonist a clear goal to achieve. This should have high stakes attached to it and be very hard to accomplish due to the opposition they face from a strong antagonist. Step number 7, turn your novel outline to a script outline. Now it's time to take the outline you wrote in step 5 and, having refined your movie's core idea, turn it into an outline for an actual screenplay. Editing, refining, and polishing your outline is vital, as it could potentially save you many months of wasted time working on a story that's not quite there yet. Resist the temptation to jump right into writing the screenplay and spend some time beating out the story, working out what from the novel you should keep and what you should cut, as well as new characters or scenes or plot lines you might need to write. Novels usually run between 200 and 400 pages in length, as screenplays are considerably more concise. Writing this outline may require a bit of editing, removing characters, subplots, and anything not associated with the protagonist's goal. Step number 8, buy screenwriting software. If you made it this far, this means you're committed to writing the screenplay, and so now might be a good time to purchase some screenwriting software. The last thing you want to do is start writing the screenplay on MS Word. Please don't do this, and definitely don't use some other regular writing program. Screenwriting software will take all the heavy formatting off of your hands while you adapt your novel into a screenplay. And lucky for you, we have a video on 5 of the best screenwriting software options on the market. I'm starting to sense a theme here. While all these screenwriting programs will do much of the formatting work for you, it's still worth getting to grips with the best practices concerning how to format a script. Because remember, no program is perfect, you'll always need that human touch. Step number 9, start writing your script. Having concentrated on writing novels up until now, you may be used to spending a great deal of time describing tiny details and giving characters long speeches and internal monologues. In a screenplay, though, everything needs to be as brief and concise as possible. As they say in the screenwriting business, you want to leave lots of white space on the page. This generally means avoiding detailed descriptions, like of a stain on some drapes or what the moon looks like in the sky. The trick is to only include dialogue and describe actions or scenery that's important to the advancements of either the character or the plot. Keep your scenes short and sweet. Remember the old screenwriting adage to get in late and leave early. That 1 page in a script roughly translates to 1 minute on the screen. Generally, you don't want your scenes to run over 2 pages. Above all, remember that as opposed to writing a novel, writing a screenplay is all about revealing the story through visuals rather than remaining in a character's or narrator's head. Approach each scene from this angle. What do I want to show the audience with these characters' words and actions? Remember, to show, don't tell. Step number 10, learn how to adapt the novel into a screenplay by getting feedback. This one might be a little scary to some, but keep writing and learning the craft of screenwriting, but also don't forget to get some script coverage on your work as you go along. Otherwise, you may end up writing away in a bubble as some fundamental mistakes could easily be resurfaced or even worse, cemented into your core writing process. Obviously, the best people to get advice from are professional writers, script readers, producers, managers, etc. If you know someone in the industry who can give you some free feedback, grab the opportunity with both hands. We also recommend online screenwriting forum Stage 32, a great place to get honest advice from fellow screenwriters, and it's free. Once you've taken someone else's notes on board, it's often a good idea to step away from the script for a couple of weeks or so to let them sink in. Make notes, mull them over for a while, and then return to the script with a clearer head and begin the rewrite process. Well, writers, that's all the time we have for today. Let me know in the comments below. Have you written the novel? Do you plan on writing a novel? Do you want to turn it into a screenplay? If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel and check out some of the other videos that we have on the channel right here. My name is Elijah Lee with www.scriptreaderpro.com, and I'll catch you guys next time.